Hi everybody, it's me, Miss You, and we're going to go over the first 5 questions of literal equation worksheet, and I'd like you to try to do an additional 5 questions. You could choose any 5 out of 7. So let's start off with the first one. We want to solve for y. So in order to solve for y, we're going to subtract 4x from both sides. And now I end up with 2y is equal to 6 minus 4x. The next step is we're going to divide both sides by 2. So we have y alone. I'm dividing by 2, dividing by 2, and dividing by 2. And when we simplify it, we end up with y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Okay, we're going to go on and we're going to now do the next one. So and over here, the w's in brackets. So we want to solve for w. I actually like to highlight or circle the letter we're supposed to have alone, just so we always have it in our mind. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of the 2, move it to the other side. We do that by dividing both sides by 2. Divided by 2, divided by 2. That gives us a over 2 is equal to, these two cancel, L plus W. Now it becomes a little easier to subtract L. So I end up with, so we're subtracting L on both sides. And I end up with A over 2 subtracting L is equal to W. So we have this is the same equation, but we just rewrote it. So let's go and look at question number 3. We want to solve for x. So that means we want to have x alone. So let's highlight x. And let us solve it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add 6 to both sides. I'm adding 6 to both sides. I end up with y plus 6 is equal to 5x. And the opposite of multiplication is division. So since we're doing 5 multiplied by x, we want to now divide 5 on both sides. And our answer is y over 5 is equal to plus 6 over 5 is equal to x. So let's go and do the next problem. We want to have y alone this time. So let's take a look. To get y alone, what we would do, we want to make sure we are always looking at y. And I now want to subtract the 2x from both sides. I end up with negative 3y is equal to 8 negative 2x. I now want to move the negative 3 to the other side, so y is alone. So I want to divide both sides by negative 3. I divide each number. Each term gets divided by negative 3. And I end up with y is equal to 8 over negative 3. And the 2 negatives make it a positive, and this becomes plus 2/3 x. And that is our answer. Last question that I'm going to work with you on is number 5. This one, it has a 3 in the denominator, so that's division. And in order to bring it to the other side, we want to do the opposite. which is multiplication. So we're going to multiply 3 on both sides. The 3's cancel on the left, and I end up with x plus y is equal to 15. I want to remind you that we want the x alone. So x is going to be alone, so we want to subtract y on both sides, and I end up with x is equal to 15 subtracting y. And that is our answer.